All right. By now, I hope we've gotten our Study Sync workbooks. If not, we can pause the video and get those, and also make sure that we get a highlighter. If you have your own highlighters, great. I have some you can borrow from me, but make sure I get them back here before the end of class. We're going to be working in these workbooks today, and we're actually going to be reading a type of Cinderella story. It's called The Invisible One. You're going to find it on page 29 of your workbook. And I'll give you a little background here, so don't just get started just yet. This is written by Idris Shah. He lived from 1924 to 1996. Here's a picture of him. He was an author and an educator. Born in British India, the descendant of a family of Afghan nobles on his father's side and a Scottish mother, Shah grew up mainly in England. For this story, he gives credit to the work of English folklorist Marion Rolfe Cox, who lived from 1860 to 1916. In the 19th century, she spent a year gathering more than 300 Cinderella-like tales from traditions and cultures around the world. So, kind of just looked all around the world and kind of gathered all of these stories that had a lot in common. This one is called The Invisible One, and it's an Algonquin Cinderella tale. The Mi'kmaq are a First Nations tribe that lives in the eastern coast of Canada and down into Maine. Moose hunting was a large part of their culture, and the moose provided many goods for the people from cords to food to clothing. The Mi'kmaq lived in wigwams made from saplings and birch bark that could fit anywhere from 10 to 20 people in them. The Cinderella story is one of the most pervasive folktales we have. There are variations, including one in which Cinderella was born in a gourd, one where the stepsisters eat their mother, and one where the fairy godmother is actually Leonardo da Vinci. Let me just fix this real quick. There you go. So those are some different, things that happen around the world in these different kind of Cinderella tales. Common factors in the Cinderella myth tend to be a girl suffering at the hands of her family, escaping that suffering through marrying a prince, and passing some tests, usually about wearing a shoe or cooking. Often the people making the girl suffer are a step family, and usually the girl is an orphan. So you might see some similarities in this tale today. You're going to see a very different one that's about an invisible man residing in a village who can be seen only by his sister and one other girl. And I'll just stop it there. So, as we read this, I'd like you to read. It's not a very long story, so feel free to read it and enjoy it. And as you read, you can certainly annotate or even go back and annotate once you've read the whole thing, however you want to go about doing that. But just highlight that text with that highlighter. And if you can use another writing utensil to make some of these annotation symbols or to add any notes to your text in the margins, that would be kind of what we're going for here when we talk about annotating. So I'll let you spend some time with that. And after that, we'll have a chance to talk about it. And then we will also most likely have a quiz today if we have time. If we don't have time on that, we'll make sure we get to it next class. So just get started on it and we'll see how much time we have.